Well, you know what time it is, Jeff? It's about that time again. The Stoop is back live, but not where you think we are. We are now on Spreaker. Thank the heavens. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. I am your host, Jonathan Ragus. Alongside me, as always, he's celebrating tonight. He is Jeff Porrini. What's going on, my brother?
Good evening. Good to be back. To all the listeners, fans, Happy New Year, because we have not had a chance to wish everybody a Happy New Year. We haven't been here in a while, and it had a little something to do with our breakup with Blog Talk Radio. So we're back here with Spreaker. Much better, much bigger format, great things for 2017. Welcome back. And John, welcome back.
Welcome back to you, Jeff. Yes, Happy New Year to all of our listeners. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Ramadan, Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate, we love you.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass, kiss his ass.
It's the Festivus for the rest of us.
There you go.
All right, great times here. First let's send out a huge thank you. We have a brand new intro to the show, and it's from one of our most favorite metal groups, straight out of England. Our good friends Lilith and the Night. That was NHS No Health Society, which is our new intro, Jeff. And it's some good stuff, my friend.
She's fantastic. Big friend of the show. We're big fans of hers. As you know, she was the 2016 Guest of the Year by fan vote. We appreciate everybody for voting for her. We'll have Lilith and more of her stuff on this year. We talked to her a lot, and she's going to be back. And we're honored to have her lead in music here. It's great.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lilith and the Night. Can't wait to have them back on here on the show. So, listen, before we break into some stuff, not a big NBA trade, but a decent NBA trade tonight, as the Atlanta Hawks have sent Kyle Korver to Cleveland for point guard Maurice Williams, shooting forward Mike Dunleavy Jr., and a first-rounder. Jeff, real quick, Kyle Korver going to Cleveland, what does that mean to you? Does that boost their bench?
It certainly boosts their bench. And you got a guy that can shoot like Kyle Korver. And as me and you discussed earlier, Korver's not a great defender, not a great speed guy. But playing in that team, he doesn't have to be. He's got to get out there. He's got to take some threes when the offense is cold and take some of the pressure off guys like LeBron that always have to score. It's a good move. It's the kind of guy that Cleveland really needs. It's a nice trade.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Korver, man. As the trade happened, I sent out a Facebook message to our former guest, Jesse Itzler, good friend of our show here at the Stoop, who is, he has a little bit of an ownership stake in Atlanta. And I said, Jesse, not Kyle, not the Cleveland. What is wrong with you? Listen, not that Jesse probably has much to say about what trades are being made, but to Jesse and his lovely wife, who are, has ownership stakes in the Atlanta Hawks, thank you for making Cleveland better. Not very upset about that.
All we need is more Cleveland. No disrespect to Cleveland fans. We've got a lot of them that listen, and a lot of them that are friends of the show. So.
Oh, I don't care, man. Screw them. No, I'm just kidding. just kidding.
I used to love Korver here in Philadelphia. Wasn't really the town for him. I loved him here. The guy's a good player.
He's really found his notch in Atlanta over the last few years. Having a down year, but so is the Atlanta Hawks in a whole. So, poor coaching. I don't want to say poor coaching. It's just, man, they lost Horford. He went to Boston. They pieced Jeff Teague gone. So, you lose two big pieces of your entire roster. And now we're hearing rumors that Paul Millsap is probably going to be traded. Korver's already gone. Heard the New York Knicks were actually in active trade talks with the Atlanta Hawks over the last couple of days. So it looks like they're going to be getting rid of more people in Atlanta. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Hawks do. It's definitely a rebuilding mode down there, Jeff. But we'll see what happens, man. All right. Well, tonight is our show. We're going to be pretty much focused on the NFL and the NFL playoffs coming up. But we got to talk about Tuesday's show, our second show of 2017, our second show on the Spreaker Network. The Stoop returns with some great guests, Jeff. Straight from TV land, from the television series Teachers, Caitlin Barlow and Kate Friedman will be joining us Tuesday night, January 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I haven't really watched it, so Jeff, I know you watched Season 1. I know you're excited for Season 2. Are you excited about this, man? Come on, man. You know the show.
Oh, I am so excited. I know we've had great guests in the past, but we're getting guests on from a show that's hot and that's fresh, and that show was hilarious. I was watching it again tonight, rehashed some of the old episodes. I haven't watched the new ones that you sent me yet, but I rehashed some of season 1. It's hilarious. The show is great. If you haven't watched it, it's called Teachers. It comes on TV Land, I believe 10 o'clock on Tuesdays or Thursdays.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But well worth it. Tremendous show, hilarious. It basically focuses on elementary school teachers, and it's hilarious. It's worth watching. These two ladies that are coming on are probably the funniest two in the show, so it's going to be great.
Yeah. All right, man. Really looking forward to that. And about the new show, that's a secret, man. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to
Preview.
know.
Preview?
Of the Preview.
Show.
Yes, we got to see, well, not me yet, but we will be seeing this weekend the first couple episodes of season 2, and we can't wait to watch them. I can't wait to watch them. I didn't get to watch any episodes of season 1, but I'm hoping to really get into it with season 2. And if Caitlin Barlow and Kate Friedman are listening and you're upset that I haven't watched season 1, I am sorry, but I am a cable cutter. Yes, I am. I do not have cable. I am a Roku man through and through, Jeff. All right, well, it's 2017. Something new we're doing at our website is the Stoop magazine, which is taking off big time. We have some good articles up there on www.stoopradio.com. I wrote a few articles. Jeff hasn't because he's Jeff.
He did write his bio. His bio's up there, though.
Yes, his bio's finally up there, but we got some good stuff. I wrote an in memoriam post, all that were lost in 2016, and some of the things that really hit me with all the people we lost in 2016, Jeff. And we had the unfortunate experience to actually announce them live on the air here as they were happening. Some of them happened while we were on air, which is crazy. Just as I was writing my post, I was thinking to myself, I hope nothing happens to Carrie Fisher because she just had a heart attack. And the very next day, Carrie Fisher passed away. And then the very next day after that, her mother, the legendary, the amazing Debbie Reynolds, passed away. So to really go through these names of the people that passed away in 2016 blew me away, Jeff. I mean, really, man, it's amazing how we announced a lot of these on air, but I forgot some of them from the beginning half of 2016. To me, the ones that hit me the most, and I put them in there, were the legendary Gene Wilder and Craig Sager before Debbie Reynolds passed. A huge Debbie Reynolds fan, Singing in the Rain, Unsinkable Molly Brown, you name it. Love Debbie Reynolds and so many. Halloween Town, man, big Halloween Town fan. So Debbie Reynolds goes into that. Out of all the names that were lost in 2016, which is the one that really just punched you in the gut?
There was it's a 1-2 combination, and I think a lot of people would agree that are listening out there. It's the loss of Prince and George Michael. Yeah. Artists I grew up with, talented artists, excellent musicians. George Michael had kind of fallen out of the limelight, kind of by his choice. He kind of pressed himself away. Mm-hmm. Prince, of course, was legendary. Two huge stars, and of course, rock legends like David Bowie. So music-wise, a brutal year. But Michael and Prince really were the shockers out of the whole group.
Yeah, it really was. Oh, yeah, and don't get me wrong. I was upset over Prince. I was upset, actually really upset over George Michael. David Bowie, of course. And as I wrote in my piece on the Stoop magazine is that, man, my childhood's just being ripped apart, man. It's just coming apart at the seams, man. All of these people are disappearing that I grew up on, man, and it's blowing me away. It really is blowing me away. So you can check that out on stoopradio.com, and also an article published today that's gaining a lot of steam, Jeff, is by our newest writer, Jeff Weinstein. He wrote an article based on Metallica, which you already know if you write anything negative about the mighty Metallica, you're going to piss off a lot of fans. And the title to his piece over at stoopradio.com is Did Metallica's Chance to Save Hard Rock and Metal Fail? It's a very well-written piece. I absolutely loved it. I didn't agree with it, but that's what we're about here. We all back each other up. We love each other's opinions. We'll probably have Jeff Weinstein on really soon with us because I really want to talk to him about this. You know me. I'm a big metal fan, big hard rock fan. So are you, Jeff.
Yep.
What did you think of the piece?
I like the piece a lot. The new album is fairly strong. They tried to go back to the original stuff, but it's just that time has passed. And when I say that time has passed, it's passed for a group like Metallica.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking a few minutes ago about Lilith in the Night. And their music is fast, it's hard. And that genre is not dead. But I think the time has passed for Metallica to bring it the way they did. But they're not young kids anymore either.
No.
And that's what people are kind of forgetting. They're not a bunch of young guys. They're not 20-somethings, speed metal and their heads off. So at this point, you kind of take Metallica a little bit in stride. You know they're going to put out decent stuff. It's not going to be the same. We got to kind of accept that it's never going to be the same.
Yes.
Are they Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But we got to accept them for what they are at this point.
Yeah. And it's funny, man, because Anthrax came out with an album not too long ago. The album was absolutely amazing. Just came off of seeing Megadeth twice in 2016 for myself off the Dystopia album, which I thought was a phenomenal album, man. Super Collider wasn't that great. I liked a couple of songs on it, but every single track on Dystopia was absolutely phenomenal. Let me tell you, when Megadeth plays those tracks from Dystopia live and in concert, it just blows the roof off the place. Megadeth is still out there. Anthrax is out there. Suicidal Tendencies is still out there, who I just saw twice in 2016 as well. God bless me, because damn, dude, they are still going nuts. Psycho Mike, man. Let me tell you, great stuff. And then we got some good, new bands. Havoc, up and coming band. Nonpoint, who I never even heard of, man. Let me tell you, they made me into a crazy ass fan. And then you got bands like Metal Church, who've disbanded and have been not around for a lot of years, all of a sudden returning, putting out a new album and playing alongside Megadeth on the Dystopia tour. Let me tell you, man, I got a chance to run into Mike Howe in the Sands right after the concert. I told him, I was like, yo, you guys have made me into a monstrous fan tonight. Amazing stuff. And I told him straight up, I was like, you know what you remind me of? You're Bruce Dickinson light.
Wow.
Bruce Dickinson 2.0. The way... Listen, Bruce Dickinson is... nobody can go next to Bruce Dickinson. But the way he carries his vocals, the way he has that stage, just the way he just floats around on a stage, man, it just really blew me up. There are some great heavy metal thrash bands out there. It's not dead, the genre. It is far from dead. So I don't agree with our very good friend Jeff Weinstein on that. But also, was it Metallica's job to save heavy metal and hard rock in the 90s? It wasn't, because it was still there. It was still there. It just took a backseat to the R&B, the rap, the pop, in the mid-90s, late 90s, when you have all of a sudden NSYNC and Britney Spears blowing up on Total Request Live. They're not going to play Metallica. Come on, man. They've never played Anthrax. They've never played Megadeth, really. Unless it was Headbangers Ball or something like that. But
the funny thing is, the shame of it is, Anthrax started to get a little bit of MTV play.
Little bit.
After Joey Belladonna and John Bush came in with that album with songs like Only, that's when Anthrax got a little bit of play. So when they kind of, I don't want to say, again, not really selling out, but when they changed their style just a little bit, they started getting MTV play. And it was weird. I mean, it just, the speed metal sound, the Anthrax sound of always having funny songs and good metal songs, just isn't everybody's cup of tea, and they always push it to the side. Kind of like the sports world with hockey. Everybody loves hockey, but sports world turns its back on hockey just a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we'll get more into this, because I can talk about this probably all show. We can keep going, man. Heavy metal is a passion of mine. I could talk about this all night, but it's not right without our good friend Jeff here. So, not this Jeff, the other Jeff Weinstein. We'll have him on maybe Tuesday, see what we can schedule. If not, maybe right after that. And we'll talk about this piece because, I kind of want to see, I see where he's coming from in it. But we'll see what he has to say for himself. All right. So we're here to talk NFL playoffs, Mr. Porrini. And January 7th and 8th, we're going to have some wild card NFL playoff action. Over in the AFC, the Oakland Raiders will be taking on the Houston Texans, and the Miami Dolphins will be taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And in the NFC, Detroit Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks, and the New York Giants versus the Green Bay Packers. Let's flip it. Let's go back to the Raiders and Texans. Let me hear your professional opinion on this, Mr. Shark.
Well, thank you. Professional. Did you hear that out there? But let's get down to it. And this game is a game that's getting a lot of heat kind of a shame. ESPN has already come out and said how they expect to lose about $50 million in revenue over this game alone because of the audience. I think this is a game the audience really should be digging into. Old school football. We're now working with backup quarterbacks. Of course, the rookie Connor Cook will be in for Oakland. Brock Osweiler got his job back with Houston. So it's not going to be a heavy passing game. It's going to lean on a run. And both these teams run very well.
Yeah.
Houston plays good defense. Oakland's got an okay defense with some talent. So this is going to be based on the coaches. Go figure. Here's something new. The coaches actually have to work and think and come up with a strategy to win this game. In my opinion, it's going to be close, a lot closer than people think. Oakland had a great year. They've obviously built a foundation for the future. They'll be back. But this game I see is going to be Houston's. Their defense is a little too tough. I think they've got some talented guys in the running game, and Osweiler should do just enough to get the win. I'm looking at like a 17-14 Texans win.
17-14?
17-14. Yeah, it's going to be lower scoring. Like I said, we're looking at a rookie quarterback for Oakland starting his first ever game here in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And against a tough Houston D. And here's Houston with Osweiler, who they signed to the mega contract. They benched him. Now they got to go back to him. So like I said, it's going to be a lot of running, going to be a slow-paced game. I think Houston edges it out. It's going to be a close one.
Yeah, you know what? If Carr was in, Raiders blow this out of the water. That's how I feel.
Sure.
As much as I want to go Raiders, man, I really believe that the Texans are somehow going to pull this out. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I also don't think it's going to be separated by a field goal. I really do think it's going to be separated by a touchdown, so I'm going to go... I'm going to go 14-7.
Wow, 14 sets are real low. That's really back in the day. That's ice bowl stuff.
Yeah, so you had 14-10.
I had 17-14.
17-14, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I tell you, man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this game, man. You know, Brock Osweiler, man, listen, this guy's getting paid a lot of money. And he's just falling on dumbass luck, dude. Now he gets to start this wild card game. Now, let me ask you this. If Brock Osweiler turns it around, throws 3 touchdowns in this game, defeats the Oakland Raiders, goes on to face whether the Patriots or the Chiefs, did he just gain some of that reputation for actually being a decent quarterback? Or you think the Raiders are just falling apart now without Carr and some of their leaders?
Definitely hard to say that he's done anything miraculous. Yeah, because Oakland is in trouble right now without Carr.
Yeah.
And, their backup quarterback, McLaurin, is out too. The running back, Latavius Murray, who had a real good year, has been banged up. They've got a couple nice young rookies. They've got good wide receivers. But Houston right now, and they come in about a 4-point favorite, Houston is really expected by many to put Oakland, if you will, out of their misery and end the very tough ending to this season. Oakland will be back. Del Rio's a good coach, and they've got the talent. But Houston's kind of expected to come in and take this game. So if Osweiler comes in, lights it up, you got to see what he does the following week.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man, just to jump off topic real quick here, I just saw a tweet from David Aldridge that said LeBron James stormed into Dan Gilbert's office today and demanded that he trade for Kyle Korver. Now, Kyle Korver is a Cleveland Cavalier. Think if Carmelo did that and stormed into Phil Jackson's office, they would have traded for Korver?
Probably not. I would like to see LeBron storm into an office here in Philly and insist they trade Okafor for some shooting talent or something. So, LeBron, if you're listening out there, let Philly know to make a deal, too. But I find it hard to believe LeBron went storming in to get Kyle Korver, but I'm sure he might have went in and said, hey,
I don't, man. I think, you know what? He likes a bench, man. So I'm not, listen, we'll get to that after everything, man. Let's stick with the NFL because I'm going to go off topic here real bad and start.
Poor NFL.
Drilling into there. All right, man. So let's talk about the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who do you got in this one and why big money?
Definitely the hometown team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. When they're at home, it's a whole different ball club. And if you size them up, they have improved vastly through the year. I mean, I remember week 3 when they got slaughtered by the Eagles. I mean, crushed. Mm-hmm. Different team that has gotten crushed. The defense has gotten tougher. And it's hard to vote against a team at home who's got maybe the most talented running back in Le'Veon Bell,
Mm-hmm.
probably the most talented wide receiver in Antonio Brown, and a guy like Big Ben Roethlisberger who just wins. Despite what Terry Bradshaw says, I think Mike Tomlin is a quality coach. Miami's here. Do they belong here? Did they get hot at the right time? Maybe, but it's just not for me. This team is not for me. I'm not a big Miami guy. I got a lot of friends that are. I'm not a big Miami guy. They come in, they make a little bit of a game that I think Pittsburgh pulls away. In the second half, they make it look bad. I've got Pittsburgh at about a 31-17 clip here.
Damn. You really think it's going to be that much of a blowout?
They're hard to shut down. I said, when you get Bell and Brown and Big Ben rolling and they're at home, they're tough to stop. That offense is special.
You know what? I'm a Jets fan. They were absolutely disgustingly miserable this season.
And you admitted on the air that you're a fan.
They were awful, man. They were awful. And I'm going to tell you right now, if they bring in Chip Kelly as an offensive coordinator, I'm done with this team, man. You bring in these ass clowns like Kelly or even Kaepernick, I'm out.
Saw that.
Johnny out. Whoop. See you later, man. I don't know. You know what? I don't like either of these teams. It's hard to pick. Because you picked the Steelers, I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this in an upset.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to say 21-14 Dolphins.
Wow.
I'm going to go with defense in this game. Neither are phenomenal, but I'm going to go with the upset. Like I said, there's something about this whole setup here that I don't like either team, man. It just hurts me deep in my soul, man, to pick one of these guys.
The sad thing to say, and again, Dolphins fans may let me have it, the team actually runs better with backup quarterback Nat Moore in at quarterback than it does with Ryan Tannehill. Their offense has actually improved over the last few weeks. And they got a quality running back, rookie Jay Ajayi. He's proven that he's going to be pretty special in this league. But they only go as far as they take him. Pittsburgh actually is okay against the run. So it's hard to see Miami doing much.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out what happens, man. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, man. It's baseball. Wrong quote.
I thought I was on the wrong show for a second. I'm looking.
Hey, Ray. Is this heaven? So let's go over to the NFC, man. Let's flip it. We're going to talk Detroit Lions versus the Seattle Seahawks, their 12th man, and their 13th man, the referees, as well as their 14th man, the entire NFL in a whole. Let me hear your thoughts on this game first, and then I'm going to throw something out at you.
It should be, I think, pretty ugly. Detroit got there. Congratulations. They're back. They kind of let the division get away from them at the end. They had a good run, and then they started running into better opponents. They started showing what they're all about. Seattle is still Seattle. Russell Wilson is a great talent, great athlete. They've got guys that play. They're tough. Their defense is dirty. Like I said, they got the referees on their side. That defense can't get any dirtier. And at home, I just really see Seattle making Detroit look bad. I might be wrong. Detroit may make me look bad. But in this game here, it's all about Seattle. Seattle probably wins this thing pretty big. I'm going to go nuts here, though. 27-14 Seattle. Not even really that close. Detroit scores late. Seattle's defense kind of holds it. Detroit's got no running game. They're going with guys like Zach Zenner. Stafford's a great quarterback, but he's going with guys like Golden Tate at wide receiver. They just don't have the thoroughbreds to go in there and run a race with a team like Seattle.
Yeah. I really want to see Detroit win this game. I have
Everybody
to go
does.
with Detroit. I've always been a Matt Stafford fan. Sucks that Megatron is not here for this run because he would be extremely, extremely useful. Oh, man, I can't pick Seattle, man.
It's funny if I got a stat that I heard last week that I can't believe. The year after Barry Sanders retired, they went to the playoffs. The year after Calvin Johnson retires, back in the playoffs. Bizarre. They're two of their best all-time players retire, and then they make it to the playoffs. It's crazy.
Easily.
Crazy stat.
Sorry. Just drinking some iced tea, folks. Getting a little scratchy throat here. I'm going to go with Detroit, only because can't stand Seattle.
Nobody can.
It's just in my soul, man, that I can't pick these teams. I got to go for the upset here, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 30-21 Detroit. I'm gonna go nuts on this one.
Wow, a big scoring affair as well.
I want to see Matt Stafford just blow up stupid Richard Sherman's face and the Seattle Seahawks defense. Ass clown.
In the year 2017, where we talk about being so positive, I will also come out and call Richard Sherman an ass clown. There's a guy I just do not care for. I don't care if people say, what, to Stanford, he's intelligent. He's an ass.
I don't care if you went to Harvard and you act like a schmuck. You're still a schmuck. Who cares, man? I know a lot of people, man, that went to some big-time colleges. You even know a couple that went to some Ivy League colleges. And guess what? I'll tell you if they're asses. They were asses.
You know where I went to college? FU.
I was going to say, you better not went to that cult school, man.
I went to FU, and I'm proud of it.
I'm from, I was born and bred in Queens, New York, so I went to the School of Hard Knocks, man. Me and Jay-Z.
Nice.
No, we really didn't, man. I would have got killed there. This little white boy would have got killed. Here's the game that I'm really looking forward to, man. New York Giants, Green Bay Packers. I think this is going to be an awesome, awesome game. I think it's going to be the best game of the wild card. Your thoughts?
This one I've waited for. I've been saying it for weeks that once a guy like Aaron Rodgers gets hot, the team's hard to stop. And right now, Aaron Rodgers and the Packers made the late run. Right now, they're red hot. The Giants have a real good defense. Mm-hmm. Eli Manning seems to do it in the playoffs. To me, I have been calling this already the NFC Championship, because to me, the team that wins this game can very well knock off anybody in their path, mm-hmm. and can very well win the NFC. The game being in Lambeau, Rodgers being a Packer, and the Packers finally getting some weapons and discovering how this offense works. I really like Green Bay. I don't think it's going to be that close. They'll start out close. Mm-hmm. When you got a guy like Odell Beckham, it's hard to vote against him against a weak secondary. But Rodgers, I just think, does too much. I think he will put up way too many points, more than Manning and the offense can handle. The defense will try to make it interesting, but like I said, right now, man, Rodgers is red hot. And I've got I'm going to say a 31-20 Packers win in this one.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like Green Bay. I like Green Bay maybe running the table in the NFC.
You know what? I'm gonna be a nice guy here, man, because I like the Packers. I'm okay with the Giants. I'm a Jets fan. They really don't bother me. For my friends, for my wife's grandfather, who was a huge Giants fan, and I never got to meet him, in his honor, I'm going to pick the Giants in this game. I still think the Giants can get things done, man, and I think the Giants are pretty much going to be the only competition, probably besides the Dallas Cowboys, and maybe even Atlanta, to the New England Patriots. So I'm going to go with the Giants. I'm going to go with Big Blue here, and I'm going to say 24-17.
Wow. So you think they're going to shut down the Green Bay offense to 17 points?
The mighty Rodgers.
The mighty Rodgers.
Yes.
I love Aaron Rodgers.
I love Aaron Rodgers too, man. I like Olivia Munn even more, but it's...
well, everybody does.
I don't know, man. She's kind of... I don't know. She's changed, man.
Well, they all change once you get that little taste of money. And it's funny, and having arguments with people talking about Ronda Rousey getting her butt kicked. But you know what? When you get big money, you get fame, sometimes that killer instinct goes away, so
yeah.
They got their money. But the Giants, the thing that hurts about taking the Giants out of the equation is obviously they beat Dallas twice.
Yes.
This year. I think their defense can maybe hang in with Atlanta. But I don't know. I really like what Green Bay's doing right now.
All right. So let's see. Over in the AFC, you got the Texans and the Steelers rolling over. Who do you see playing who? The Patriots and Chiefs with the Texans and the Steelers. Who do you see playing who here?
The Patriots would draw the Texans,
mm-hmm.
and that'll be a massacre. I think
New
England will rip right through that team. Doesn't make a difference who they got a quarterback. Pittsburgh will draw Kansas City, and I got to tell you, remember from earlier this year, Pittsburgh blew the doors off of Kansas City. And I love Andy Reid. I love them here in Philly. I just don't see Alex Smith as the kind of quarterback that's going to run you deep into a playoff run. I think Pittsburgh knocks off Kansas City in a big upset, and I think we see a great AFC championship that shapes up as New England and Pittsburgh. Brady and Roethlisberger again, and I love it. I think it sounds awesome. I think it's what football needs. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, man. Brock Osweiler, he throws for 5 touchdowns against this Patriots team, and after that, he tears every single ACL, PCL, MCL, DCL, QCL, ZCL in his leg, and he's done for the rest of his career. Was he worth that contract if he takes out this Patriots team?
Yes. If he can beat Brady and the Patriots, they should. If he blows out every ligament in his body, or every bone, every whatever, they should hand him another $72 million if they can manage to pull off that win.
Yeah, that would be.
That's how.
That would be quite funny. All right, man. Seahawks and Packers would win in your scenario, and awaiting them would be the Cowboys and Falcons. Who plays who, and where are you looking at this?
The Cowboys would get the Packers, and I love it. All the talk about Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott and being an Eagles guy is going to hurt because those names are going to be around for a long time, going to haunt me for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking rookies in the playoffs, and again, I don't want to beat the Aaron Rodgers drum, but here comes a solid veteran, guy that's been there, and a team that knows how to win against a decent Cowboys team that's had a great year. They don't have that experience, that savvy, and I think somehow Aaron Rodgers goes into Dallas and pulls out that upset. As far as Seattle and Atlanta, kind of the revenge game, the Julio Jones last play of that Atlanta-Seattle game earlier this year where Richard Sherman molested him and they didn't throw a flag. I mean,
liked it.
Made love to him. Oh, made love to him. I think Matt Ryan finally proves a little bit of mettle. I think Matt Ryan finds a way at home.
I hope so.
To get this high-powered offense together and knock Seattle out. So I'm looking at a Green Bay-Atlanta NFC Championship. I'm sure my phone will start blowing up from people to tell me I'm crazy, but I like Green Bay and Atlanta in the final.
That'd be interesting. Listen, man. I hope, in the best case scenario in my mind, if the Atlanta Falcons actually win a Super Bowl, because I love Matt Ryan. He's one of the most humble guys in the NFL. Would be so cool to see that happen. In regards, it would be nice to see the Dallas Cowboys win one with 2 rookies. I hate to say it, but it would be cool to see a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back. I know you don't like it because you're an Eagles fan. That's great. But if this was any other team, let's say this was my New York Jets, and they had a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back. Exactly. But if they had the luck of the Dallas Cowboys this year with a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back, and they were this high powered and they were just blowing everybody off, come on, man. It would be cool to see 2 rookies lead a team to the Super Bowl.
It would be. If it was any 2 other rookies besides Mr. Spoon Feeder and Cluck Prescott over there. But, if it goes the opposite way, if I'm dead wrong and it's Dallas and Seattle, chances are I'm not even tuning in to the NFC Championship game because my stomach can't handle all that nausea. I can't handle it. I really can't.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm from New York City. I'm a Jets fan. I now live in the Philadelphia suburbs. I will get a Dak Prescott jersey. And I'll just walk around Philly, but with just a jersey on, no pants though.
Well, of course not. No pants needed.
Because I'm from Dallas, man.
74 inches of fun.
Hey, listen. From your lips to God's ears, my friend. Great stuff.
But in the closing of it, I'd like to see, I believe there's a chance to see New England and Green Bay in the Super Bowl. And I would like to see that.
I would like to see I would like to see Atlanta. I don't know, man. That's
Miami?
Hey, listen, I would like to see Atlanta. I don't like anybody in the AFC, really. over all the teams in the AFC, I would like to see Atlanta versus the Raiders if Carr was still playing. I would like to see Atlanta versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Hate the Patriots. Don't want to see them go anywhere. I want to see Brock Osweiler blow them out of the water, which would be probably my next, let me think, 37 Christmas wishes. I probably can't get anything for the next 37 Christmases if that happens, if Santa grants me this. But I don't know. It's tough. I would like to see Atlanta go all the way, though. There's no question about that.
Okay. I'm going to give this to the fans out there, football fans, and I like to hang my hat on finding guys and finding talent and knowing the superstars. If you get a chance to watch the Kansas City Chiefs, you watch a guy, number 10, his name is Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
Super amazing athlete, one of the top 10 athletes in the NFL right now. Rookie. He's a difference maker. If Kansas City has a chance, Andy Reid's got to find a way to get the ball in this guy's hands. I'm a big fantasy football buff, as you know. I had Hill on pretty much all my teams. I picked him up midway through. I stuck him out there. The guy's fun. Well, no, I won championship, won second place, another second place. I did all right this year. But Tyreek Hill, seriously, this is the guy to watch. If you want athletes to watch, this is the guy. Le'Veon Bell is the guy you definitely want to tune into and watch. Of course, I said Aaron Rodgers over and over again. A lot of great talent. That's why I love Wild Card Weekend. You get to see some of these guys just break out, and he's got to watch. Kansas City, Tyreek Hill, got to absolutely love. Can't wait to see him in action.
Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. All right, so, those are our predictions for the wild card. So let's just do a quick rundown. Jeff has the Texans versus the Raiders. I also have the Texans versus the Raiders. You have the Steelers versus the Dolphins. I'm going with the upset. Dolphins over the Steelers. In the NFC wild card, you have the dirty Seahawks. I can't believe you. I don't even want you on this show anymore. You picked the Seahawks over the Lions. I went Detroit over the Seahawks. You have Packers over Big Blue. I have the Giants over the Packers. So we went opposite here, and I kind of did that on purpose because we always seem to be on the same page, and we always seem to be picking the same teams. Went a little different here, and I hope I win.
Oh, absolutely! I guess you
win
owe
a
me
wonderful
one
prize.
Yeah, after so I'll still go back to the time I picked Villanova to win it all. That was still me to this day. But seriously,
Villanova.
Bit of news I want to break in with, because I know you'll love to hear this. As you know, we'll reiterate again, we broke ties with Blog Talk Radio.
Thank God.
We're now here on Spreaker. I got the text message from the home front. The fiance said that the sound and the quality is phenomenal compared to where we were.
Thank you, Spreaker.
Yeah, apparently it sounds phenomenal. The connection's better. My whiny, nasally voice comes in better. So, hey, maybe we're off to something. I like it.
Thank God. Thank God. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't. We're done with Blog Talk Radio. I'm not even gonna say any more negative things about them because we're done with them. Hopefully, I get a little pamphlet in the mail that says "class action lawsuit," and then we can fill it out. But
Dynamite. Sue me for what, as Rocky Balboa would say.
So, Jeff, you're sipping a beer here in front of me. Why don't you let everybody know what you're drinking tonight?
I am drinking Sierra Nevada's Celebration. Of course, because tonight we are celebrating our return in our 2017, and it's a celebrating time of the year. The Stoop is back. We're back with the Stoop magazine. We're back here. We're now on Spreaker. John's here. I'm here. We have talked to many of our former guests that are going to be back with us, Lilith and the great Dominic Pace and Ashley Morgan and Nancy Bowen. We talked to so many great names of people we've had in the past. They're going to be back here now that the show is amping up on Spreaker. A couple names of some fellas are going to be coming with us soon on the magazine. Guy from Virginia Beach, Tim Simmons, is going to be doing some beer reviews for us on the website. CJ Joint, a local guy from Philly, he's going to be doing some politics and some sports talk on the website. As I said, we have our friend Jeff who's doing music reviews. There's going to be so many new people coming into the world of the Stoop, and you're going to get it from all angles, and they're going to share it with their friends, and their friends will share it, and the show's going to get bigger. There's going to be more of us, and you're going to be hearing from us longer, and you're going to get sick of us, and that's good. I want you to be sick of our name in due time.
That would be great. So head over to check out our new The Stoop magazine, because that's what we're calling it. No, you can't subscribe. It's not going to come in the mail because print is dead, or so they say. I still like to hold the book in my hand. I still like to hold the magazine, man. I get my Better Homes and Garden. Come on. All right, I got that off. But anyway,
so this
check it out, StoopRadio.com.
This weather update I got from you here. It's snowing in King of Prussia.
Yes, it is. It is snowing in King of Prussia. I don't know if it's snowing here by us right yet. I hope so. Because I don't want my wife to go to work tomorrow. That's how I feel.
I like to not go to work. I didn't mean to cut off the call letters again, everybody. www.snoopradio.com. I cut off the most important part, the address to the website. I got to be off this show. I suck.
Hey, listen, man. It's our first show back in a couple of months here. First time on Spreaker Network. So why not? And you're sitting here drinking a Ciata Nevera, and I'm sitting here drinking a Zima. So yeah.
Stop it! You got to get a shot of Chambord in there to make it extra special.
I just opened a can of Red Dog from 1993. Let me tell you, so I'll be dead tomorrow.
I'm shocked that me and you have the same glass. Me and John are now another advantage of Spreaker is that me and John are now more in each other's face. Get to stare at each other's ugly mugs, and we got the same exact beautiful glassware at our house.
Yes, we do. Isn't that cool?
Yes,
very nice.
That's
very
something
nice
else. It's shocking.
Very nice stuff. Just got a text here from my Uncle Moish. It is snowing in Cherry Hill. So
Cherry Kill.
Cherry Kill.
Cherry Kill. You have an Uncle Moish, huh?
No, I really don't. I just like calling him that.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, does he talk like this, and does he eat corned beef sandwiches? And...
Yeah, I think he used to anyway. I don't know about it anymore, but
Uncle Moish.
Uncle Moish. That's my Uncle Moish. It's a new TV show coming to Fox.
I love it.
That's my Uncle Moish.
And he says something like, "Oy vey," and then the crowd starts clapping. That's my Uncle Moish.
Yeah, we are so going to be getting a phone call from whatever the Jewish part of the NAACP is tomorrow.
Jesus. Either that or Fox is going to come out next week with a show called That's My Uncle Moish, and we're going to be sitting there kicking each other in the ass.
I am so suing, man. You have no idea. I am so suing. If I see anything, even a YouTube show by two schmucks from the Philadelphia suburbs called That's My Uncle Moish, oh man, I am so gonna hire some Jewish lawyer. Definitely, it's good stuff.
Right back, kick them Jewish people right back in the ass again, didn't you? Got on their good side and kicked them right back in the ass.
I just got a text again from my Uncle Moish. He said, "I'm an anti-Semitic bastard." He informed me it's the JDL, the Jewish Defense League.
Oh, okay.
Is that like the Justice League of America?
I was going to say, is that like the Justice League of America? Sounds scary to me, actually. I'm actually more afraid of that. It's good. See, the creative juices are flowing. We're back in action.
Listen, man. It's good stuff, man. Thank God for Spreaker. We're able to do a different format here. We're able to go live. We're able to use video. You can even chat with us by going to Spreaker. Listen to the show. There is a chat. I'm in there right now. Nobody's talking to me, so I kind of feel lonely. Yeah. It's.
I'm here.
I'm here. I am here. So yeah, good stuff tonight, man. We just covered the NFL. We talked a little bit earlier about the NBA trade. Atlanta sending Kyle Korver to Cleveland for Mo Williams, Mike Dunleavy Jr., and a first rounder. And supposedly Cleveland's making a second deal where they will flip a, I believe, 2018 first rounder to the Portland Trailblazers to get back their original 2017 first rounder. They're going to finish in the tops of the league anyway, so there's probably going to be really no value there. But anyway.
Yeah.
Also, we talked a little bit about the Stoop magazine and Jeff Weinstein's new piece that went up called "Did Metallica's Chance to Save Hard Rock and Metal Fail?" I disagree. Jeff, did you disagree?
I disagree in the fact that it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't up to them to save metal. It wasn't up to them to save it. Like I said, their latest album's pretty good, so I'm going to semi-disagree. I like the article, though.
No, it was a good article.
That's what we're here for. Yeah, very good article.
Very well written article. Great stuff. Jeff Weinstein. Good stuff. You can check it out at www.stoopradio.com. Go there and click Stoop Magazine on top. And while you're there, on the right-hand side, is a phenomenal, phenomenal picture of our good friend Lilith from Lilith in the Night. Voted the top guest of 2016 here on the Stoop Radio. But we had so many great guests, man, from Kevin Sorbo, Jesse Itzler, to Danny Boy of House of Pain, to the gorgeous Nancy Vallon, to our good friends Ed Roman, Eddie Mann, Mick James, your girl Sagan Amory, man, who you love so much. Hail Sagan. She's
on tour.
Yeah, we're gonna bring her back on here real soon. It's gonna be some good stuff. Jamie Bernadette. Listen, there's a list. Janet Varney from Stand Against Evil on IFC. We had an absolute blast with Janet. Our good friend Ashley Morgan. Good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff, man. But you, the listeners, voted for the great Lilith of Lilith in the Night, who was on our show twice, and we got we had the privilege, my friend, of debuting their newest EP exclusively around the world, by the way, not just in the U.S. It happened in the U.S., it happened in Europe, it happened everywhere. Right here on the Stoop, we got to play the EP in its entirety, which, let me tell you, is a fabulous, fabulous piece of work. So check out Lilith and the Night. And if you don't or can't find them on Google, just send us a message, because they're easy to find. And if you can't find them, we're going to have to get you some classes.
Absolutely. That was probably the highlight of of the show for me last year, was debuting it, bringing it to the U.S. Some of my friends listen and they love it. It's all on my phone. It's locked into my music library. Her stuff comes on, and it just amps me up, man. It's a great band. I heard the rumor that they're going to be in the U.S. Miss Lilith and her sister are going to be traveling to the U.S.
Not seeing us.
I know, not seeing us. Well, we're East Coast in time. We're excited for them, though. She's worth it.
Like I said, they will be opening for a Hailstorm, the Pretty Reckless, Megadeth, somebody. I tweet them out constantly. I tag everybody in it. I want somebody to take notice of this band. They are absolutely incredible. Let me tell you, they are one of the best bands I have heard in the last few years. New bands, should I say. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to our good friends Lilith in the Night, straight out of London, England. But once again, we have to thank all of our listeners from 2016. But we have some new guests coming on in 2017. And right away, this Tuesday, January 10th, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be joined by Caitlin Barlow and Kate Freeman. If you haven't heard of them, they are the stars of TV Land's new television series, Teachers, which is going to be debuting its second season. Do you remember when, Jeff?
Yep, it is January 17th at 10 a.m. I'm sorry, 10 p.m. My God, I'm pretty excited about it. You can tell I'm excited about it. I can't even get my words right. Tuesday night, January 17th at 10 o'clock on TV Land, one of the TV Land original series, Teachers. Hilarious. I am a guy, a little closed-minded. I'm skeptical when it comes to female comedy. The girls on this show, they nail it. It's a great show. I got my fiance into it tonight. She watched the first couple episodes. We laughed hysterically. It's such a good show. So come on Tuesday to our show. Listen to the girls. We're sure it's going to be a blast. They're going to be a great time. And then don't forget to tune in to Teachers.
Absolutely. I'm sure I'll laugh. I laugh at pretty much anything. So
You're rolling this one. It's great. It is hilarious.
I laugh at the time to make the donuts guy. So.
Okay. That was a sarcastic laugh, but I'll give it to you anyway.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.
I'm here for you.
All right. Well, that's it for tonight here for our very first episode on the Spreaker Network. We couldn't be more thrilled in how everything went. Talking NFL, breaking an NBA trade. Not a big one, but still a good one. We got to announce our guest for Tuesday night. So remember, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we go live. And we're going to be with our two guests, so we can't wait for that. So thank you to our listeners. Thank you, Mr. Porrini, as always, for sticking by my side. You are the wind beneath my wings.
You ever know that you are my hero? You're everything I wish. That's enough of that.
All right, so we just had about 915 live listeners, and it just dropped to about 10.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
And the 10 are our family, so that's sad. But anyway.
As Simon Cowell would say, absolutely dreadful.
Or as President-elect Donald Trump would say, you're fired. Great stuff, man. All right, so remember, make sure to stop by our website, www.stoopradio.com. Check out everything. You can listen to all of our old shows. Unfortunately, they're still on Blog Talk Radio. We apologize for that, but there's no way of getting them here on Spreaker under their amazing quality. So they will be stuck there for the time being in hell, basically, Jeff. They'll be stuck there. But also remember,
of hell.
Yes, exactly. But remember, Stoop Magazine. Just click the little link on top, and you can start reading our amazing pieces. We have the amazing piece by Jeff Weinstein, Did Metallica's Chance to Save Hard Rock and Metal Fail, posted today. I posted something a couple of days ago, Journey into Your Family's Past with Genealogy. You know me, Jeff, I'm big into genealogy. Also did a nice in memoriam, All That Were Lost in 2016 post, and talked about all the celebrities, athletes, authors, you name it, that passed away in 2016. If 2016 was a person, it would be Ramsey Bolton, and that's a meme I saw on Facebook, and it is the truth. It is the truth. So, for the Shark, Jeff Porrini, I am Jonathan Ragus. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope to see you again next week, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live right here, not only on Spreaker, but also on StoopRadio.com. Two places, always better than one. Have a good night, folks.
And for 2017, don't be a douche.
Woo!
Good night.